Any statement you said?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, certainly an unbelievable team that we played out there today, and it's the third time seeing them, and so I thought we started the game really well, had some really good effort. I thought we played hard. I thought we defended probably better than we have, through the game. We just weren't able to sustain that level, as we got through the latter parts of the first half, and got a little bit debilitated there offensively, which has happened against them in the last two games. And, I thought we played hard to try to get shots. I thought we didn't do a great job running offense, but they did a great job taking us out of what we wanted to do. And as much as we tried to counter their pressure and taking us out of things, we just didn't do a good enough job today to get enough shots that I thought were easier shots than what we did. So we worked really hard to probably score whatever we did today. But we played certainly a great team, and proud of our team, obviously, through the year. And the fact that we got to this point is probably is one of the bigger wins we've had, and we played more games than a lot of teams. Our kids did a really good job of staying safe. Our university, our administration did a great job of getting us to this point. And so probably even more proud about that, regardless of how we played this year, and look forward to obviously moving forward here.
Our first question will come from Chris Bello. Reminder to use the raise hand function to ask questions. Chris.
Hey, Coach. I just wanted to talk to you about not only the work ethic of your team this year, but just the attitude that they had. They were down 20-30 for the majority of this game after the second quarter, and they continued to play hard. As a student reporter, I see Camry Clegg and other players practicing after tough losses, taking shots when they don't need to. You lose Kadasha Hoppy, your team leader, early in the season. You continue to play hard. I just wanted you to talk about the girls and how hard they played this year.
Yeah, listen, I think everybody had adversity this year. So regardless of injuries and those things, people don't feel bad for you. I've been doing this too long. So it's not something that, we look at. Certainly it didn't help us. I love the fact that we have kids, put in extra time. Certainly we need to see it translate onto the court. So no, I've been pleased with them, but obviously we need to be better, so as much as I could feel good at 8-15, you don't feel as good. So, but I'm happy with the group that we have, and the core that we have returning.
We'll go to Kevin Connolly next.
Joe, in terms of what they're doing for Leilani, I mean, especially in the last two games you played them, they seemed like they were just throwing everything at her. What'd you see there, just in terms of how they defended her these last two games, last time you played them?
It's pretty much the same. I mean, they took us out of our comfort zone, and they're able to switch out and take things away. And, we're in some ways, we're limited in some ways in being able to counteract it. But, we did the best we could to try to get her looks and to try to free her up. But, and I don't focus so much on what they were doing to her as much, as probably what they did to our other guys, and being able to take them out of their rhythm, and being able to steal the ball from literally just from dribbling the ball to the floor. So, we've got to be able to get into offense quicker and make harder cuts and do things that you got to do to win games.
And just one last thing. It looked like Q was out of her sling these last two games through the broadcast. How is she just progressing?
She's progressing on time right now. Yeah.
Time for one more. We'll go to Megan Caffrey.
Hey, Coach, sorry, I apologize. It's still a little bit loud in here. But if you could, just with Leilani's progression that she made throughout this entire season, and just the role that she had to step into even more so with Q being out, could you just speak to how proud you are in the development that you've seen her all throughout this season?
Yeah, listen, I mean, Leilani's a special kid, and we know that. And I think she had a lot on her plate this year. And I'm sure it's worn on her to get to this point. And just been, pleased with the fact that we were able to get, the amount of time she's got to play in games, the effort that she's got to give, the pressure that she has on her for what she has to do for our team, is probably, it has the most responsibility of anybody. So, people get upset with her if she didn't play well or she didn't score. And I thought she was active today. I thought that was a huge part of her growth. I thought she was active. She didn't give up. I thought defensively, she really locked in. She was on the glass. So, to me, those things are more important as I'm watching this game than anything else. And, and watching her growth. And I think she's really going to be driven to come back next year even stronger. And so are we. But obviously she's, it's always good to see your, a player obviously do well against a team like this, but then you better know that when they play them again, they're going to make it real hard.
Thanks, Coach. Have a safe trip back.
Okay.